So a lot of the people who listen to Earning Freedom, they come from really two different camps. Some of them are about to get sentenced. Some of them are already in prison. And in light of what you've just said, I'm curious to know what influence an individual who is preparing to be sentenced, what influence would his version of events with regard to how he got involved in the case on the pre-sentence investigation report, what influence does that have on decisions that you make as you consider that defendant?
Well, that's really a very insightful question, Michael. And one criticism that I have, not so much of offenders, but the defense lawyers, is that so often they just go with the government's offense conduct statement, and they don't spend enough time with their client to contest matters in the offense conduct statement and give the offender's point of view. Because a lot of times when an offender does allocute and explain some things to me, it can differ in nuanced ways from the government's offense conduct statement, and it can often be mitigating. So I think it's really important, I mean critically important, to tell a defendant to go over that pre-sentence report many, many times, ensure that it's totally accurate, read the offense conduct statement very carefully, and really tell your lawyer how important it is to get your version of the offense conduct statement in the pre-sentence report. And then you better have the facts to back it up if it becomes a contested issue in sentencing, which it can be. Then I listen to the evidence and I decide. And, you know, more often than not, when a defendant is willing to contest the offense conduct statement, I find their version of the offense more accurate than the government's version, because the way it's prepared is either the probation officer is looking through the discovery file and draws his or her own conclusions, or the assistant U.S. attorney prepares a one-sided offense conduct statement. So I think it's very important, if an offender can, to challenge anything in the offense conduct statement to give a different spin on it that might then influence the judge to have a more favorable outlook towards the offender.